Welcome to SBS News in Easy English. Victoria is joining New South Wales in reducing the booster time interval from 4 months to 3 months. It means around 1.2 million Victorians are now eligible for their third COVID-19 vaccine dose. Vaccine hubs will hold a 4-day booster blitz to encourage newly eligible people to have a third shot. Victoria's Premier Daniel Andrews says the change to the booster dose interval applies from now on.
That is, if 3 months have passed since your second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, you will be eligible for a third dose. That interval has been reduced down to 3 months effective immediately.
New South Wales health officials are also stressing the importance of having a booster dose. The New South Wales government has also cut the waiting period between second shots and booster jabs. There are currently 12 people with COVID-19 in hospitals across Tasmania, including 2 in intensive care. The state has recorded 1,185 cases and no new deaths overnight. Fully vaccinated international travellers heading to Queensland will no longer have to quarantine when they arrive in the state. The measures will come into effect from 1 a.m. on Saturday. Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk says this should provide incoming travellers with more certainty.
You can come into Queensland and you will no longer have to do, if you're vaccinated, you will not have to do quarantine.
The federal government will rebate visa application fees for international students and backpackers to ease workforce shortages. Prime Minister Scott Morrison says this could help fill critical workforce gaps, particularly in healthcare and aged care. He also says people should ignore Nationals MP George Christensen's views on coronavirus vaccines. The MP posted a podcast titled Do Not Vax Your Children, which had an interview with an outspoken vaccine skeptic, Dr. Robert Malone. But Mr. Morrison says the MP's views on not vaccinating children do not reflect the government's opinions or advice.
I'm not seeking to amplify them. In fact, I don't think anyone should be paying attention to him on this issue at all, and anyone who was also pushing those views.
The Prime Minister is urging parents to follow the Federal Chief Medical Officer, Professor Paul Kelly's advice for children to be vaccinated against COVID-19. This is SBS News in Easy English. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stephanie Corsetti.